And maybe as long as it was just Cajuns, it was okay. Or at least it wasn't as bad as being family. So they're terrified.
All right. Can I try and make a persuade roll to see, like, I'm gonna investigate this no matter what, like I'm already in it, and so anything else you know, you should go ahead and tell me, because I'm already doing it.
You don't have to make the roll, because they really don't have any more information.
Okay.
You're getting that Taylor told you everything. Like, straight up witnessed it, was not afraid to talk about it, and he's ready to go. He still has a stick in his hand. Just sitting there on the Davenport, just watching this conversation that you guys are quietly doing.
Alright, well, I'm going to say, thank you for your time. I'm incredibly sorry that you have a missing person, and if I find anything, I'll make sure you know.
And the sheriff, that's the wife. And he's like, woman, be quiet. Thank you, sir, and I hope that I don't never hear from you again. You get what he's saying is he hopes you don't go into the bayou and never come back. You know what I mean? He just doesn't say it very well. So, and you're off.
Alright.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
In the bayou by myself. The Adventures of Joel.
I guess I'm going to take one more stop on my way back. I'm going to ask the Cajuns if they've heard of a little girl going missing.
No, Eudora, from what you got from Taylor, is probably 16, 17 years old.
Oh, okay.
So this isn't just a little girl. She's an adult, basically.
Yeah, young woman.
Yes, young woman. Your cable. No, she's 22.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You get that from Taylor. He knew.
Okay.
Taylor? Yeah, Taylor.
Well, I guess I'm just going to ask them. I'm not necessarily...
They haven't heard about her. No, they haven't heard about her going missing. They don't know nothing about that.
Who?
About Eudora.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the Margos are scared to report it.
So I don't think anybody knows that she's missing.
Just you, Joel, and you two guys. 3 of you know. And the parents.
Oh, yeah. No,
or the aunt and uncle. Where do we go? What do we do? The Cajuns hear about it, and they're like, thunderstruck by that. That's the local that got snatched up. That makes them all nervous again. Everybody's scared of this guy.
This is weird, because, like, I'd figure that if these people who weren't Cajuns got somebody snatched up, that the people in town who have the rings would be in on it, because that's, like, their way of punishing them, kind of like it was in Iowa, right? But
you don't know?
That's weird. Maybe they are.
And you don't know anything about the rings yet. They haven't told you hardly anything about them.
Yeah, I know.
He name-dropped all the ring bearers.
To you?
No, and
did he?
He name-dropped.
I name-dropped.
And he made me notice to look for the rings.
Okay.
But obviously I don't know all that, but it's strange to me out of character that...
Right.
Well, actually, specifically the one that name-dropped from were...
Why is this guy just taking... It seems like anybody, maybe specific... Like, it would be specifically Cajuns if not for this.
Right.
But
so far it has been, from what you can
put
piece together.
Cajuns and the cops, but then why do these just regular farmers who aren't in connection with any of this, or aren't afraid of the townspeople, they're just afraid of the witch man? Are they considered hicks to them? It's just the townspeople?
Go back and talk to them about it.
I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to
talk to them about it. No.
Okay. Joel finally shows up with the map.
I'm going to info dump a little bit. I'm going to say that, all these houses are marked on the map, and that the Cajuns really couldn't tell me anything about in there. Maybe it's spots for wildcatting or moonshining, or it could be something else. I don't know. But they weren't telling me anything about what's in the bayou. Obviously that the Margos are really scared, and they couldn't tell me much more, but yeah. Eudora's there and there.
So we have 2 options.
Taylor's okay, he just didn't make it to 12 o'clock.
He probably falls through.
So we have 2 options in my mind. We could do it ourselves, or we could try to let the sheriff in on it, so maybe he might be interested in saving a little girl as well. I know one person that would love that on his credit.
I'm a little hesitant to tell them about
Referencing Ingerton.
Eudora. Her latest relatives aren't comfortable doing it. Do you trust the sheriff?
Seems like a stand-up fella. I know he's not in with the dogs.
You got a ring.
He has a ring, but honestly,
How we don't tell him until after the meeting tonight?
Meeting
well, I
tonight.
plan on
What's that?
taking action today.
For the group you aren't telling me about?
For the group of ring people. I told you about them.
You didn't
you
though. You said group meeting, and then you didn't say
No.
anything more.
But in his head,
Oh, fair.
yeah.
Okay.
You didn't tell me about it.
I told you
Sorry,
about
Yorie.
they
Sorry.
have rings, they're forming a group, and they're doing a group meeting.
You didn't tell me all that, but I got it now. So, what time is this happening?
After 9, I think.
If you all want to investigate that, and once you're, after that, if we can go out to the lights, that should probably be our plan.
I greatly suggest not going in at night. Because again,
But we went in the day, and we found nothing. He went last
we
night.
were ill-equipped to navigate
He
the
went
fight.
last night.
Do you want to check out these X's during the day, and then try the group meeting at night at 9, and then after that maybe go for the lights? My thing about the lights is that if something's going on there during the day, we're not going to have any way of seeing it. But if there's lights,
Yeah.
we will know exactly where something's going.
Yeah, no, my mind is, I don't know how combat in this game works at night, so...
No, Bull, stop. Stop worrying about the
Well, no, that's...
game mechanics.
Well, that's what my guy's worried about. I want to see these black dogs
It's got
come at me. I don't want to
They
not
really-
be able to see the black
Were they
dogs.
black? Did I
And also-
start this game black?
The pictures made look black.
Okay. they
I
might
would
be
say
black. I
that
don't
that's
remember.
not
I have
necessarily
it in my mind as
meaning
very red.
on the
I'm thinking
context.
brownish.
He
They're more
himself
brown.
would know that he is injured.
Who? Oh, him?
Yeah.
As long as you're like in character thinking that.
Yeah, no, in character.
At
That's
night
what,
you would not be able to
No, not as a
necessarily
player.
see them coming.
yeah,
But
I want
it
to see
depends
them
on
coming.
how-
I want to hear them coming.
Okay.
All those bug noise.
You heard them coming before when they were hunting the guy.
Yeah.
Because they
So
did
they are
make a lot
kind of
of
like normal
weird-
dogs. Normal.
Yeah.
In how they make noise as they
They did
chase.
make noises, and that's because you heard the noise first, and then you heard screamy guy, and then they came roaring up,
'Cause
and then they just
Yeah,
ripped the
'cause, like-
shit out of them.
Wolves don't really make noise while they chase, do they?
No, I think they're pretty quiet when they actually.
Yeah, so these are more like dogs.
So yeah, yeah, they were loud when they came roaring in. So
I
that's
just
information.
don't feel
But-
comfortable about having these.
Well, let's decide full plans later. Let's go ahead into the bio during the day then. Good? You're all in agreement there?
I at least want to.
What would you say?
I at least want to show you two and get your opinion on the lights if we can at night. But
Of course.
I'm
But
planning
we're
to
talking about now.
by ear until then. Sure.
Tell you what, we can do it at night as well. Oh, is that what he said too? Because, okay. Then we just rewind and just go from there.
Okay.
No, McCree
Alright.
is in his own world. Remember, McCree knows
Kind of.
everything. So if he misunderstood, which is fine, what they were saying to him.
That's right, I was a dick to Zippy too.
Yes, you were.
So you said
You were
it's-
like,
so
oh,
it's-
that's wrong, because it wasn't my idea. Why don't we do this? That's what I just said.
But now it's my plan.
That's how you played McCree before.
I did do
So,
that.
you could do that.
But I said it this time.
Want another?
Those things are so good.
So the plan is go investigate the X's on the map today. Meeting at 9.
Wait, X's in Bayou or X's on the right?
On the 5.
Yeah, X's everywhere.
The road was just the houses, right? So there were more X's.
Oh yeah, so we're
Just
just
houses.
yeah, we're kind of lining up, going to buy it, and then we're gonna find wherever Evan Murrow is, if that's not where this exit is.
Okay, so you're planning on going in the Bayou during the day, trying to get back by dark, or by 9 o'clock was when you think that
Yes.
this meeting is. And-
Well, eat dinner first, then 9 o'clock.
Okay, so heading into the Bayou again. Arming up with all your guns again?
Yeah.
Alright.
Am I carrying this one?
Bayou. Let's see.
She's done me well. I took out a living tree with that one. Joel's face is like, what?
Okay,
I don't want to see that.
2 X's, near one or far one first?
Near one first.
Joel's
Near one
seen
first,
it.
okay. So, how do you want to navigate there? You want to go to one of these farms and head in from there? Is that the plan? One of the other X's on the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
X to X.
So give me a navigate check.
Yeah, do I get any bonuses with the compass?
No. The compass is one of the things that allows you to make it without bothering with the negative modifier. What do you got? Is that it? Uh-oh. It's either close or...
No. I missed it just by a little
Okay.
bit.
So you wander around the bayou for several hours. It's a big place and it's easy to get lost. And again, that's what your guess is either the map is not accurate enough is possibly one problem. The other problem is you're shooting off trees in order to try to keep a straight line, and sometimes you might be missing a tree.
You have to move.
Yeah, you find a tree, and here's the way I want to go. That's the tree we're going towards. You might have done that. There's times when you have to go around. I'm thinking he doesn't want to go in any more big stagnant pools, even with the waders in, personally. So then you have to manage to get around, try to find your same tree to get the direction. I'm assuming you're doing kind of like a pattern to try to find these X's and that kind of stuff. Low luck? Give me low luck, though.
Oh, I thought there was just one X in the bayou.
There's 2. There's 2 X's in the bayou. Going for the closest one first.
I got it exactly.
You did get it? At one point, you guys do hear some noises coming from the south. It sounds like machinery, maybe people talking, but it's pretty far away. So I don't know. What do you want to do about that?
I'm gonna get down with these in the hashtag. This could be wildcatters.
I doubt it would be an Evan murder.
They're pumping oil. They're probably using workers who aren't paid.
Oh, that's right. That's why you came down here.
You started saying something, and then you got totally murdered.
What was it, full of little man?
Are you saying wildcatters?
No,
I can understand how someone like you would think that's unimportant.
I need some fancy trophies. My trophy room burned.
And I wish all of us had trophy rooms to burn.
How would you want to burn it?
Is Joel gonna make a speech now?
Fish lawn.
All men are men. Men ought to be treated well.
Alright, so I want to approach this cautiously. And
So guns out.
No, you've had your guns out
It's a guy with a beard. Get him.
on your back.
Everyone's got beards.
It tends the noises are deceptively far away. They sound closer than they are. They're probably echoing through the swamps.
Yeah.
So it is getting towards supper time before you realize you're getting closer. The noises have kind of let off as far as like the machinery noises, but you can still hear the sounds of people by this time closer. And in a distance, you spot what appears to be a camp. There's a let's see.
Does this taste like Sprite, guys?
yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good. There are
Pepsi's right.
there's several tents pitched near some.
Sierra Mist.
There's several tents pitched near some trucks, a couple cooking fires, a nearby portable oil drilling rig. Looks like there's about a dozen men in the camp. They don't appear to be there's not like guards like watching or anything. They appear to be like getting dinner around. They're all dirty. A couple men are giving orders.
Absolutely covered in oil.
There's no oil. They're not like covered in oil or anything. They're just like dirty, like they've been out here and haven't had a chance to bathe in a while. So there's like dirt, obviously on their faces. One of the men is smoking. There's one little guy who looks older. He's smoking cigarettes and giving orders. There's another guy with a magnificent mustache who is helping with the cooking and also giving orders. And then it looks like about a dozen additional men who are getting the camp around. Looks like they're trying to settle down for the night. People are flying mosquitoes, cursing. This is on a part of the bayou where it's one of those roads that run, like the random roads run through the bayou. And you guys are like far enough away you can see this. without them seeing you yet. So, I don't know if you want to approach them or not. It's up to you.
Alright, so what did the union ask me specifically to do about these? Bust them up or like help the people?
Help the men if you can to get paid, or if they're not getting paid. If you want to bust it up completely, that's fine too. This guy seemed very pretty open to do what you think's best.
So what exactly are we doing here, Joe?
Well, this seems to me like the point on the map that was pointed out. How does that feel?
No, it's not. It's not. You don't think it's near any of the X's. You guys walked really far south.
Oh, really far.
Probably south of Montegut itself, which isn't even on this map that you guys have, because you were following the noise. So you're way, as far as you can tell, and you get this for free, you guys are way off from the X's because they're closer to the northern part of the body.
I'm gonna snap a picture of the camp.
Yeah, you can do that.
No flash.
Yeah, I figured that. It's still light enough you can get a picture. You don't know what you guys probably don't know what the device is, the drilling device, but you would probably recognize it.
Yeah, these guys are digging for oil. It's a get-rich-quick scheme, and all of those men I'm pointing out who aren't giving orders, looks like they haven't bathed in weeks, they aren't being paid jack shit. If I'd have any guess.
And...
And how would you feel if you weren't getting paid jack shit to work in the swamp?
I wouldn't work in the swamp. I think he might have been born upper middle.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna say, well, this is the reason I came here. So I'd like to at least do something about it.
Oh, boy, what do you have in mind? Now, about these cultists, cultists are bad people, but I don't think I could explain it away as well for these fellas.
Explain what?
So, wait, what are you planning on doing again? Are we just talking to what? I don't got to stay on.
If you don't feel like dealing with it right now, I can mark it since I'm with you two.
Well, no. How do you want to go about it? We can always just tell the sheriff they're drilling illegally.
That might be the best thing to do, but we need to tell him where.
Well, of course.
Alright, so I'm going to try to mark on the map.
This is actually off the map.
Is it off the map?
You can make it navigate. If you make it, you think you'll be able to find your way easily back here. Yeah. Alright. You think you can find your way back?
Very well.
You're pretty sure you know where you are. You're pretty sure that way's where Montague is. And you can find landmarks on the way back to Montague if you go straight to Montague from here. It should allow you to find it. As I mentioned, they're on one of those roads, which helps, because they got a couple trucks. So, yeah, and I don't know if you want to tell Joel that, or whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
give him everything.
So he tells you all that he can find his way back here.
I really don't know what else I would think to do about these, because if I just stroll up out of the woods like, hey, y'all getting paid?
Just get some dirt on your face too, and around
Well, no, what you can do is,
and just like,
these are just options. You could approach them, just find out who they are, maybe find out if it is an oil company, find out what company they're with, if they want to tell you. Kind of take it slow and easy at first. Check and make sure, see if they got any guns. So if that's gonna be that, or if they're gonna just beat the shit out of people, you could come back later with the sheriff to question them. Then you'd have some potential firepower if they're here illegally.
Do they stay here for a while?
You would guess that they will
just stay for a day.
Probably for a few days, 2 or 3 days in a spot, and they'll hit all. You would guess, and they would check for oil. Then they'll move on to another spot, check in that area. That's how wildcatters work. So you got a lot of choices here. You could just spy on them for a while and see what they're doing. Just watch them for a day or so. You could approach them, and approaching them and saying, "Are you boys getting paid?" probably isn't a great idea unless you get them to talk to whoever's in charge, and you kind of wander over, and you could do that. You have a lot of choices here.
Okay.
And you can either deal with it right now, you can put it off until after you hopefully deal with Eben Murrow, if it's him, or whatever the fuck's in the swamp. Any way you want. I mean, you have a ton of choices with this.
Alright, I'm gonna put it off for right now. I'm gonna
Okay.
say missing people probably need to take precedence if weird shit's happening.
Okay.
So, I'm glad I know where this is.
And he thinks he can get you back here.
Yeah.
Fairly confident.
No, you're very confident. As long as you can find
I
some,
am positive.
as long as you can find some landmarks, and actually, if you're gonna come back later, you need to leave right now because you want to get back before dark, because that'll give you your landmarks. And you
Okay.
can probably get back before dark if you leave like right now.
And we also need to get back for the meeting.
Yeah.
And the meeting. So boom, straight line back to Montegut.
Yeah.
Checking landmarks and stuff. So you think
I'll
you
probably
can
like make little drawing too things
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the map.
You can
to
get back
help
to
you
this spot, and
navigate.
actually, if they leave, you could potentially use a tracking once you're back to this spot in order to try to find them if they're gone when you come back too. So you've got that going for you as well.
Yeah.
So you guys get back to Montegut. You're miserable, mosquito bit,
Yeah.
no leeches.
I feel like that's
And
no. I'm used to
wildcatting is
mosquitoes,
illegal,
though.
right?
Yeah, usually wildcatting is they're on private land,
No.
illegally looking for oil.
Especially you.
And if they find it, then that's when people start trying to like undercut, buy the property cheap, even though it's very valuable.
Have you seen
that
There
kind
Will
of
Be
shit.
Blood?
Huh?
You seen There Will Be Blood?
I haven't either.
Gotcha. Oh man.
Is that
Good
is it about
movie.
wildcatting?
Ish, like, kinda, cause he's not necessarily like wildcatting. He does for like a legitimate oil company, as legit as it can be back then.
This could be for a legitimate oil company,
Gotcha.
but it still could be illegal.
And like for example,
So-
like one thing he did is he like knew there might be oil in the area. There was tails, so like he showed up on these people's farms and was just like, yeah, me and my boy, we're going quail hunting
right,
around these parts.
and then they go out and they check for the oil
And
without
they
telling
go
the
out and they
owners
go
and-
quail hunting. They're like, oh look at that, it's bubbling up on the ground.
Yeah.
This is great. Mm-hmm.
Texas
Let's
tea.
come back out here.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can have nice dinner. I'm gonna say you get back by 7 p.m. It's just getting
I'm gonna have
dark.
a little bath.
Yeah, you probably all want a bath.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Before
going through
dinner.
clothes really fast. Diner or restaurant? You've eaten at both by this time because the diner's close to the hotel, to the motel. So you probably had breakfast there, and it's good. It's a nice little greasy
Any
spoon.
rings?
No, you haven't seen any more rings.
Probably dinners at the restaurant, breakfasts at the diner.
Okay, so you guys have a nice dinner again. So it's probably close to 8 o'clock by the time you're done, cleaned up, got fed, and feel a lot more human. Your guns are back in their bags in your room.
Yep.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, they're in charge. 'cause I don't
You
know
guys are all in
anything about-
one of your rooms right now talking.
I don't know anything about what's going on with that, plan you have for the meeting. So it's up to y'all. Where you want me to be? What do you need me to do?
Well, I, for one, have some experience tracking prey and following unnoticed. Are either of y'all good at sneaking about?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
It doesn't sound very confident to me.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. He does do that whenever you said he didn't sound confident.
Sounds better.
I'm not really
What a
practiced.
guy. So you'll trail behind us a good little ways. Joe was your first
I
character,
described
right?
the
That's why it's
structural
spots.
No, the real mistake I made with Joel
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
any of that. It was
Oh.
I spread a bunch
The
of
things about the
shit I
building that I
didn't
wanted.
need.
Okay. Did you guys hear this?
Sorry?
Say that again, Yorie.
I've described now to you the things about the building. Like where the windows are, and the
Okay.
doors to the back, and stuff like that.
Oh,
How do you know all this, DeLuve? You been studying up?
Yeah, for the group meeting.
Do you figure you're a part of this group now? You keep talking about it like you are.
Like very nice rings.
Oh well.
You're gonna get yourself your own owl ring? They are
Is
owls.
it an owl?
They are owls.
I've been trying to figure that out.
As long as we figure out as many things suspicious about this. That's all I care about.
I'm just saying, missing people, weird dogs. These people all have rings. They seem to know what's going on.
No, I agree.
Okay, so what is the plan?
I think we're going to try to like do stuff and go through the windows during the meeting.
Yeah,
So-
like kill time until the meeting.
I was
So
gonna
you
say,
can
kill
wait
time
till
till the
9
meeting
o'clock
and
and then head on over.
wait like far enough away, but we can see entrances and wait till we see like the pharmacist go in,
Okay.
other people go in.
Are you going to head over there immediately around 8 o'clock and just watch for an hour? You could actually go into the edge of the bayou and watch the front of the building, or you could find a place in town to watch the back of the building. You know what I mean?
I think of both,
Yeah, okay.
because we don't know if they're going to use the front door or the back door.
Who's where? Who's front, who's back, I'm just going to say.
I'll be in the frontish area, so I
Okay,
can keep
so
an eye on
you could actually be in
the
the trees.
hotel manager. He
Um,
leaves.
oh, you're going to be at the hotel watching for him.
Kinda.
Yeah, okay.
so
what
I
about the
can
two of
see
you?
him.
Front
I'll
and
be
back.
watching the back.
You're in the back. Do you want to watch the front of the place, Joel?
I guess so.
You could be in the trees, like behind a tree, just watching it. It's going to be almost invisible this time of night.
That's probably fine with me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be there in case something goes wrong.
Okay. No, you don't have any rifles or anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
So-
just the sidearm.
You guys, he does leave around 9 o'clock. You can easily follow him out of sight. Well, not easily, but as long as you hang pretty far back,
Pretty
you can
far back,
still
yeah.
see him. And he's not like,
Yeah.
like that. He's just walking. Like, he's walking like he's going home. He does go to the back of the warehouse. You've seen some other people enter, including a gentleman you don't recognize. Oh, yeah. Where the hell is he? An older gentleman in a nice suit. Goes in. The sheriff actually pulls up and in a car and gets he's got a little crate, a good sized crate that he takes in. I mean, it's like this big.
It's got all the snacks.
You spot.
Yeah, all the human remains.
You spot the postman. You don't spot him. No, you don't spot him. You spot this guy, and you spot the postman.
I don't spot hardware because hardware is probably already in there.
Could be.
That's my assumption.
You do spot the mailman, and you did spot the sheriff. You saw the sheriff's car pull up behind the place. It's out of sight from you. Nobody came in the front door. You did see the place shut down around 7. Lights went off inside. There is still light coming from the warehouse windows. And the hotel owner is the last one to arrive. Each person, they go to the door and they would knock and it would open, and a very brief something was exchanged, like one word. It's too far away. You're hiding places. You
Normal
can
knock,
see, but you
though,
can't.
right?
Yeah, it's just knock.
No special knocks.
There's
Could I see their
exchange.
handshake again?
They didn't do the handshake either.
Gotcha.
Just an exchange of a word or two, and then they're allowed in with kind of like almost like ceremony, like this from the guy inside, and then the door closes. So you're the last to arrive as well because you were following the hotel owner, who was the last one to get there. You'd think. At least of all the people that you saw with rings. No, the people
No, I
with
meant
rings.
for James.
Yeah, that's the first one you've seen. But he's the last one with rings that you've seen. And you only saw the one other gentleman. He showed up about 10 minutes before the hotel owner.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, what are you guys doing? Some kind of something's going on in there.
Sneaking up to the door.
Yeah, you creep up to the door.
Put the ear against the door.
I'm just gonna be out of sight so I can see them watch
Yeah,
their
you
back.
see McCree disappear behind the building as well.
I'm gonna.
Because you're on the front of the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
From the
move
back of the building.
around to the back so where
Yeah,
I can see
you see
them, but
McCree's got his ear up to the door.
I want to stay hidden.
Make a listen check, McCree.
Wow, I didn't.
You can
think
stay
I
relatively
would.
hidden. It's pretty dark out.
Yeah.
Let's see what the weather's doing.
Got it.
It's good. It's not really sprinkling. It's starting to fog up. There's like this mist coming in from the bayou.
Oh, that's good, great.
Yeah, and
Now we definitely want to go in there.
and as it comes into town, it like raises up till after a short while you can still just make out each other at a distance of maybe 40-50 feet, but everything else is swathed in like this weird mist. Did you make your listen? I'm sorry.
Yes.
There's some kind of a chanting with a response or reply of some kind. You can't make out words. It's very sing-songy, you know what I mean?
Okay, so
and then someone else is like, like that.
does it sound kind of like churchy?
No. Tricky singing, actually.
Oh, well,
It's
no,
not
in
singing,
the
it's more
sense
chanty.
of, like, yeah, like, this guy says something, then everybody else says something.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
It's kind of a respond to each other kind of thing.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's taking me off of one of the assumptions.
So he's up by the door, listening. I don't know how long you're going to listen. You can see, you see both of, give me a spot to see Joel. Because you saw him when you approached, but Joel approached afterwards. So you see where Joel's kind of tucked up across the street by a building where there's a nice shadow. DeLuve is by another building further away, straight back in a shadowy spot. You're actually, you're in, no, there's no cellars here. You could be underneath, like one of the houses that's up on stilts. You could have crept under there and clack is pitched.
I'm coming over to him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you go over to him to the door. So they're both at the door, Joel.
I point up the window to him and like, or boost up.
What's your size and strength?
I am a size
Big. Strength? No.
Bigger.
Hail Circus.
Yeah, no, what? Okay, you're 11'10".
Are you bigger than him?
I'm bigger and same strength. But Joel, what's your size?
I'm 11 size, 9 strength.
So he's
Joel's
weaker
the
than
smallest of you guys.
So
We're all
yeah.
pretty weak. I think I should be boosted though, because I'm the small size.
Well, no, he's smaller than you.
I'm not in on this. I'm way on for this.
Oh, that's right. It's the two of you standing there. I know where he is, but he's far. He's a ways away. He's just within.
Give him a boost.
Okay. Give me a strength times 5.
Can I assist him with a climb check?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You got it.
Got it.
So you both got it. So you're fine.
Yeah, so it's really easy.
You're peeking in. There's a light in there. They've got it's a red light. It's a group. They're wearing like cowls and robes, cloaks. One's ringing a bell. They're waving these occult banners.
With owls on them?
Yeah, they do appear to have owls on them. Any writing?
See, that's the big reason why I'm not
So it looks
freaked out
like
on these guys.
this. It's got like this.
Owls of knowledge.
It's kind of like that, but they're big.
The court of owls.
There's a lot of talking and chanting and that kind of stuff going on, is what you can make out. It's a little unnerving.
Do I see the crate that the guy brought in?
Do me a spot hidden. We'll see if you can see it. Right now it's dimly lit. It's like they have one lit lamp that's red. Maybe it has a piece of red cloth over it or something. You did make it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over there on one side. It's not too far from the door. It's not open.
Okay. No details about it. That's fine.
It's just a straight up crate.
All right.
Yeah, but it wasn't too big, right?
No. If it's a body in there, they would have to like fold it.
Blend it.
Yeah, it would. So it's
Here's Jeremy.
maybe 2.5, 3
Paste.
feet long, maybe 2 feet, and 2 feet.
Okay, I guess.
Somebody could get in it.
We
They
could
would have to be
we could
crammed
get down.
Okay, you climb down.
Yeah. And I asked her, so who wants to knock on the door?
Jingle, 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 jingle. That's inside. There's just noises coming inside.
Who wants to knock on the door?
They're confirmed by the back now.
Well, 3. I feel like these people are really weird.
Yeah, but I don't get a necessarily threatening vibe.
I'm used